Hello students, welcome to the online classes. I hope you are fit and fine by the grace of God. Now before coming to the topic, let me tell you something. Now you must have been observing, or you must have seen various live telecasts of various sporting events. For example, cricket and football. And if you have observed the cricket field, you must have seen that the boundaries are made up of curved lines. And if you come to the place where the batsman actually plays his cricket, you must have seen the crease and all, they are made with straight lines. Now when you come to football field, you must have seen near the goal post, there are various lines drawn, okay, connecting each other. So we can observe that these lines play a very important role in those games, because if you cross the line, you might be, in cricket, if you cross the boundary, the ball crosses the boundary, the runs are scored, okay, 4 or 6s are scored. And in case of football, if the ball crosses the line, then it's out of the game. So these lines actually play a very important role, okay. So today we are going to start with lines and angles. Okay, so first let us come to the definition of angle. Okay, now what do you use angle for? You must have been observing, okay, now various, in geometry, okay, angles play a very important role, all right, in order to measure the height of a building, okay, in order to see the angle at which the planets are placed, okay. So for all these things, angles play a very important role, okay. Now angles are what? They are the inclination of rays, okay, with a common endpoint. Okay, so what I have written is the inclination between two rays having a common endpoint is called as angles. Okay, now let us understand what ray is. You know that a ray is a line, okay, which starts from a point and it is indefinite in one direction. Okay, so here we have a ray, okay, we have two rays and they have an inclination between them, okay, and also they have a common endpoint. Now let's draw an angle. Here the rays are AB and BC, okay. Now these two rays, since they have an inclination between them, okay, they are far apart from each other, so they form an angle, okay. Now this common point is called as the vertex. This common point is called as the vertex, and you know that the angles are measured in degrees. Is that clear? We can write this angle. The symbol for angle is now this is the symbol for angle. Now if you want to write this angle, you can write it as okay. So if you want to write this angle, you can write this angle as angle ABC or angle CBA. So these two methods can be used to write an angle, okay. Now after finishing this, okay, angles, let us come to the various, that there are various types of angles which we have already discussed in our previous classes, okay. For example, there are acute angles, obtuse angles, reflex angles, straight angles. All these are the various types of angles. We will not go into that, but we'll learn about the various pairs of angles. Okay, now we'll learn about pairs of angles, angles which are together. Okay, so here first we'll come to adjacent angles. Now in simple words, let us understand what are adjacent angles. Angles which are side by side are called as adjacent angles. Adjacent means anything which is to your side. Okay, so any angles side by side are called as adjacent angles. So here we have adjacent angles. Let me write down the definition and then I will explain you. Okay. Now let us understand this statement. What I have written is, I have written two angles having a common arm and a common vertex. Okay. Now let me draw an adjacent angles. Okay, and then I will explain you. Now here we have two angles. Okay, angle AOB and angle COB. Now these two angles are adjacent. Now let us understand why these two angles are adjacent. Now when we come to the definition, it says two angles having a common arm and a common vertex. Now these two angles, angle AOB and angle BOC, have a common arm which is OB. Now they also have a common vertex at O. Alright, so they too have. Okay, so adjacent angles have a common arm and a common vertex, such that the other arms are to the opposite sides of the common arm. Okay, so the other arms, which is AO and CO, they lie on the opposite sides of the common arm OB. Okay, so therefore we can say that angle AOB and angle COB are adjacent angles. Okay. Okay, so here we have angle AOB and angle COB are adjacent angles. So in simple terms, we know that adjacent angles are angles which are side by side, but practically speaking, they are the angles which have common arm and a common vertex, and these angles, okay, and where the common arm, okay, and where the other arms are to the opposite sides of the common arm. Is that clear? The other arm are to the opposite sides of the common arm. Now let's come to the next pair of angles. So we have already learned about adjacent angles. Now let us come to linear pair of angles. Okay, they are very much related to adjacent angles. Okay, now let us understand what is linear pair of angles. Now in simple terms, if you want to understand, linear pairs of angles are adjacent angles whose sum is equal to 180 degree. Remember that linear angles are adjacent angles whose sum is equal to 180 degree. Okay, now let's come to the definition of linear pair of angles. Okay, okay, so if we read the definition, we'll understand that a linear pair is a pair of angles. Okay, now these pairs of angles are called as linear pair only if they have a common arm and the other arms are opposite rays. Now let me draw it and let you understand. Alright, now here what you find is, here we have two angles, angle AOB and angle COB. You know that these two angles are adjacent angles. Okay, now and also you find that these two arms, that is OA and OC, are two opposite rays. Okay, they are two opposite rays. So that is why in this case these two angles will be considered as linear pair. Okay.